guys, welcome back to Kumasao Reviews. What we're taking a look at is Sentinel's 4-inch-nel Ryoma Nagare. So he is about 4.5 inches tall, definitely the tallest of the 4-inch-nel line for me so far. I believe Jin Hayato, the Getter 2 pilot, is going to be about the same size. He comes in a couple of days, so we'll check that out here shortly. But while we're going over the accessories here, it's just a gun hand and some alternate hands and a rage face. I will say that this is by far the best toy in this line for me, and I pretty much have the whole line. It's incredible. It's so good, in fact, that I wish that this was a 6-inch. I would love to have this next to things like Figure Arts, Marvel Legends, and things like that. If you check it out, just the detailing is magnificent. The paint job on this thing is freaking awesome. And I wish they had some more real estate to work with for some of those finer details. But going over the articulation here, this is where it really shines, because there's not any toy really that I could think of that beats this thing in terms of posability. The articulation is just tops. It's got everything. It's got ab crunch in multiple areas. It's got swivel in the waist in multiple areas. Full rotation on the head and neck and things like that. You can see it just popped off the ball joint. That's my bad. It's not a fault of the toy. The only thing that I don't really like about this is the trench coat. As awesome as it is, it makes it pretty back heavy. So I wish there was some posability to that. Whether it was a lighter rubber or even if it was like the Rebel Tech. Was it Edward Alphonse or whatever? Yeah. Just the way that the jacket can move and things like that, that bottom area of the trench coat, that would be cool. Now the faces, you can see here, simple swap, just pop it on, pop it off. It has his bangs there. That's the way that they lock in. Well, it goes on top of it. It actually pegs in on the back of the hairpiece itself. But man, this thing is just, it's tops. And it's so good that it actually takes me off that this is part of the 4-inch-nel line. I wish that there was some other way that they could have used this license for this character, because pilots are something that there are a good amount of pilot figures out there, but there should be a line like Figure Arts, someone should do a line of just mech pilots. The fact that we don't have like a fully posable Char, Aznable, like things like that are just insane, and it's such a missed market. People would eat that shit up. But at a decent size too, because even this is fantastic, but it doesn't go with anything. You're gonna have a 4.5-inch Ryoma. You'll have a 4.5-inch Hayato if it's 4.5 inches when it comes and things like that. I'm just guessing, I've seen pictures, they look the same size. But it's one of those deals to where do you go from there, So that, I don't know. I think that there's a lot more that can be done. And again, I've said it for every 4-inch-nel product that I've reviewed, the, I guess, gimmick of the line with the whole 4-inch thing is what really, I think it hampers it, It keeps it from really going places that it can. Because you look at this figure and it's fantastic. Look at it, just posable as all fuck. Now again, this has been Sentinel's 4-inch-nel Ryoma Nagare Armageddon mode, or Armageddon appearance. Full review on Kumasao.com. See you next review.